Hi, I'm theciaellis, and welcome to This Grandma's Life. Okay, I am at the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge, and I'm exploring. I think there's a Mount Scott around here. There's some 2 or 3 trails I was wanting to try to walk and check out, and there's bison. I want to see them, and then there's also groundhog area. I really want to see that also. So we're going to explore, we're going to see what we can see, and I will share it with you. And now that I'm not driving and bouncing all over the place, here's what I kept trying to show you from the road. And I don't know, it looks like there's just a valley out. Oh, there's a lake over there. This is interesting. I think this is what I was wanting to look at tomorrow. There's a Mount Scott roadway, and I think that's where you can see the bison. There's a visitor center, and then there's a Elmer Thomas accessible trail for hiking. Well, that's a walk. And then you can do the Jed Johnson Tower Trail for hiking. I believe this is what I want to do tomorrow. So now I think what we'll just do today is just kind of drive around and see what else we have. Because there's other things you can do. If you have 4 hours, you can go fish, kayak, hike, walk somewhere else. In a full day, go fishing, kayak, hike, and bike, and hike. Okay. Okay, I'm telling you this inside because the wind definitely is big. But I want to go out here. Let's see if I can show you a little bit better. There's a little pier out here with benches on it. So I get the feeling what I'm going to have to do is stuff that's really windy and not talk, and just put this to music, and then I'll just show you what we got around here. Okay guys, I saw a road that says Mount Scott this way, and I thought, okay, cool, we'll drive around. That hill that I've been kept trying to show you, this is Mount Scott. It goes to the top, and I think I'm at the top now, but there were several places to turn off and look, and so the view up here is fabulous. So I'm going to give you some views from up here, and I may stop there. Like I said, there were some other turn-offs or turn-outs where you can look, and they were pretty cool too. But let's see what we got up here. You know what? I'm pretty sure I came here when I was a kid because we lived in the southwest part of Oklahoma when I was from the time I was 10 through 17, something like that. But I don't remember this, and this is really cool, and I'm excited. That wind is strong. I was having trouble staying on my feet. And it's getting cooler. I think I'm going to put my shirt on here in a moment. All right, I'm glad I held off and didn't take pictures or video of the way on the way up. That stuff on top was pretty epic. And I will say that they had people hiking. I guess they are actually calling that a hike. It's right on the road. I don't recommend it because there was only the shoulders on each side of just a 2-lane road were just a few inches wide. And of course, you'd probably be on the side that would be facing outward. But between the turnoffs, it was still just a few inches wide. And so we were trying to get around people who were trying to walk up the mountain. The storms are rolling in. It's beautiful. I'm sure my camera would not catch it properly. Oh, man. Do you feel the wind? Can you see the wind buffeting my car? It's pretty crazy. But I'm up here at Lake Jed Johnson, and there's a dam up here. I'm going to take a quick video of it before we drive on down and see what else we're looking at. I think I saw a sign as I was passing. Yeah, military reservation is over here to my left. That must be part of Fort Sill. Okay, because the wind is so wicked today, I'm telling you inside. Now I made another little stop. It's called Crater Lake. Sorry, something caught my eye and I couldn't figure out what it was, but it's just an old tree. But let's go look at Crater Lake real quick. I'm not gonna lie, this is not a good place to try to video anything with any sound because the wind is so high. But it looks like I'm looking at the top of that over there, and there's actually somebody on top of that hill. So I'm gonna get one of my walking sticks, which I just recently bought, and I'm gonna take my camera. I don't know that I can talk to you while I'm doing it because the wind is just too much, but I can show you. Let's get started. Okay, I'm down in a valley. I'm hoping that it has cut back on the wind enough where I can talk to you. It is very pretty down here. It took me a little bit to find the right trail because it's very rocky. It's like big flat rocks and lots of, I don't know, it's just a lot of rocks. And so when it's rocky, there's no real indication of a trail. Go, oh yes, you should walk here. But I figured it out. I hope you can see this. This might be a trail for path of humans walking, but as narrow as it is, it looks more like where the bison or buffalo come through. That, especially up in there where it's still tight. Interesting. I was wrong. I'm sure some bison come through here, and we did have a pretty heavy rain last night, but only footprints I'm seeing here are human. Oh well, I tried. And then, just as soon as I say that, look, bison tracks. Whew. Okay, that was cool. I didn't go all the way to the end. I lost the trail. Well, the trail kind of went into a creek. And I'm sure I could have gone further, but I got more things to see and do, so I turned around, climbed back out. But it was cool. But now this one was difficult enough going up and down rocks and everything, and that I appreciated my walking stick. So just telling you that, because I know that they state that most of the walks around here are very low, very easy, but that one was it was a little bit harder, and it was cool. All right, I knew that there were campgrounds around here somewhere, and I was going to try to stay in one last night, but I'm glad I did not with the thunderstorms and the pouring rain. So there's that. You can see the prices there. Cool. Location, I remember seeing something with drinkable water. This is a place where you can it's a dump station for your RVs and stuff, and there's not water that you can drink, but you can see that you don't have to pay extra to dump it here because you're spending the night and you're covered. Cool. I just pulled into the visitor center of the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge, and let's go inside and see what's going on in there. Okay, it looks like they have a video that you can watch every 15 minutes, and that would be really cool, but I am needing to get down the road sometime today, so I'm probably not going to stay and watch it. Oh, they got a picture of a lizard there too. I missed it. An owl up here. Look, now this is where it's showing otters. It's an interesting color, raccoon. That was cool. Sorry, the wind has been blowing so hard it almost takes your breath away. But I looked and looked and looked all over the place for Prairie Dog Town, and I finally asked, and they said that where it's on the map showing Prairie Dog Town, the prairie dogs died there. But if you go over to the place called Holy City, that they are on both sides of the roads in that area and have taken and doing that spot. When I was back there talking, when I was where the buffalo were coming, a bison were coming across the road and stuff, I was talking to a man who was taking beautiful pictures there. He had excellent camera equipment, and he was saying that the time to come here is like in September and October because the weather's cooler, the elk come out, the bison are moving around, the deer are moving around. There's a lot of things going on here. That was exciting to learn too. I highly recommend this place. The little hike I did was probably one of the more challenging ones. There were trails everywhere, and they were easy. They were, you can bring some of them. You can put a stroller on and walk around. And in fact, the one I had seen originally that I see some people walking on now, I'm not going to do it. I got to get down the road. But this was so nice. I really enjoyed it. I would highly recommend it. All right, guys, that's all I got for you this time. God bless. I'll see you next time.